G'day guys and welcome back. A little while ago I started a series of videos on 200 proofs that the earth was flat and debunking them by Eric Dubay. Now, this isn't part 3. I'm not ready yet. It's too hard. So you know who you are. Stop nagging.
Stop it. Get some help.
It'll get done maybe one day. Don't get your hopes up. No, in this video today, Eric Dubay is going to tell us why the recent Perseverance landing on Mars was a complete hoax. Now, I have started to watch this video. I got 2 minutes into it. Let's see if we can make it any further today. Enjoy. Now, as I said, I have already started to watch this video, so I couldn't get far into it. I hope to do better now. Let's begin.
Last week, NASA, the biggest black-budget black hole in existence.
Okay, we can stop right there. We're not even, 4 seconds in? Okay. Black budget. NASA's budget is well known. It is publicly listed. You can look it up yourself. So it's not a black budget. Off to a very, very poor start, Eric.
$1 million of American taxpayer money every single day, just spent $2.3 billion of your dollars to allege.
Back to what he just said about the $59 billion every day. NASA's budget is about $22.6 billion for 2020. That is about $62 million per day. But they don't spend $62 million per day. It's not. It doesn't work that way. That's not how finances work. It's not like a constant stream. They get funding, and that money goes into research, wages, things like that, materials even. You get the idea. And we're only 13 seconds in.
Control car on Mars for the 5th time. Yes, the multi-billion-dollar charade of landing on Mars has been happening since 1976, and thanks to the gullible, unquestioning masses enthralled and duped by these ridiculous Hollywood performances, they will most likely continue for decades to come.
You don't provide anything showing how this is a big dupe in Hollywood. Always Hollywood with you people. It's always actors. You think these people would have spoken out about it and said, hey, by the way, I'm an actor for NASA. Yeah, I work for NASA. If they're getting paid that much money, look at Hollywood stars now, even B-grade stars. They let everyone know how big they are in Hollywood. Why isn't anyone coming out saying, yeah, I work for NASA, I'm a big Hollywood star? Because it just isn't true. Yeah.
The tiny reddish circular light in the sky known as Mars is not a spherical terra firma world millions of miles away capable of landing a rover on.
Well, clearly it is. We've done it numerous times with numerous space agencies. Why would they all go together and say, hey, you know it would be funny if we duped everyone into believing that that Mars was a real planet, right? And get this. We sent rovers there, like these machines that drive around on the surface. This would just be hilarious. No, that never happened. They actually did send rovers to Mars. In fact, speaking of Perseverance, it took 7 years of development. 7 years from 2013 to 2020 launch. to get to where it is today. Why? Why would they fake that? What purpose does it serve? We're 47 seconds in. Not even a minute. And this is the level we've gotten to already. Unbelievable.
The planets were known to the ancients as wandering stars, because they differ from the fixed stars in their relative motions only.
Yes, and ancient Babylonians knew that they were planets some 4,000 years ago. If you go back to ancient Mesopotamia, yes, they thought the universe was under a dome, which is where your flat earth gets the idea of a dome from. It's not from the Bible. It's from a civilization that you think didn't exist because it's too far back in time. Sorry. It's not.
Were not spherical worlds millions of miles away, or suns trillions of miles away, as we are brainwashed to believe they are today.
Again with this brainwashing. Why? Why would they brainwash people to believe that? What purpose does it serve? Do you think rationally, or do you just go, I know Earth and flat. Me big brain. You dumb. You dumb. Me smart. Me say Earth flat, 'cause look flat. Idiot.
And are simply luminaries, immaterial lights in the sky, several thousand, not millions, of miles away, that revolve over and around the Earth. The Masonic magicians at NASA and the other world space agencies, using lying actor-nauts and Hollywood tricks like green screens, wires, harnesses, and endless amounts of CGI images.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble there, buddy, but Hollywood doesn't use green screens anymore. They've moved on to something called virtual sets. It's a big LCD screen that they can project anything they want from. And you say everything is CGI, but you can't provide a single coder, a single person who has drawn these Mars maps. We're going to come back to that because it's very important. You'll understand why very soon. If I can make it that far. Because this... You see why I haven't continued to do the 200 proofs? You hear how smug this mother... Moving on.
And programs, mass media and public education, universities and government propaganda have systematically indoctrinated the entire world into believing what is nothing but an elaborate piece of science fiction.
That paused, previous one. I couldn't have timed that better. I didn't know that this screen was next. The flickering Mars. That could be anything. We don't know that that's Mars. It is so out of focus, and it is obviously going through some sort of either atmospheric refraction or they've got their camera under the bottom of the ocean. You can't tell what that is. A nice, crisp, clear image of Mars looks something like this.
In fact, in a month or so, it's going to be a supermars. It's going to be its biggest and brightest. It's going to be for a long time. The best part of 15 years.
Mars. Not whatever this is. And it's always recorded with a Nikon P900. Best camera. Yeah. Nikon proof Earth flat. Me big brain again.
See for yourself with a bit of research, a telescope or high-zoom camera, and an open, discerning mind actually honestly admitting to yourself what is and what isn't a CGI, computer-generated image. It is...
So, if I look through a telescope and I see Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, and I see them with my own eye, that makes them CGI? How does that work? What are you saying, that there's some dome that NASA projects these images onto? But before you said that they were luminaries. Try to stick to the same lie, okay? There's no consistency with your inane bullshit.
The sky known as Mars is not some science fiction desert planet millions of miles away.
No, it's not a science fiction desert planet millions of miles away. It is a real planet, mostly desert, I guess. There's no water there. There's barely any atmosphere as well. And yeah, it is millions of miles away, although using Mars itself is a bit archaic. But it is a real thing. We have sent probes there. And this is what I wanted to come back to. Answer me this. If the probes they sent to Mars were all faked, why did they need to make them? Why did they need the money to make them? That 20 odd billion, why did they need it? Where did that money go? If not into research and development of the rovers that were then placed onto an Atlas rocket and shot towards Mars, where did the money go? Your arguments make zero sense. See, you expect your audience to forget about what you said, that they landed, or fake landed, a rover on Mars that cost X amount. But then you're saying that Mars is fake anyway. So they wouldn't have need to made it all up. They could just CGI everything. And that doesn't cost that much. These are your arguments, not mine. You have no consistency. This is as far as I got last time. We are now diving into unknown territory. I will try to remain calm and peaceful. No promises.
NASA shows of a spherical world are clearly and admittedly not photographs, and look nothing like Mars when seen through a telescope.
No kidding! A telescope can only see so far, and it's going through atmosphere as well. All the photos we've seen of Mars up close are from satellites in orbit around Mars. I feel calling you a moron is an insult to morons.
Evidence too. Just give them a computer screen of a CGI parachute with a CGI rover landing on a CGI Mars, and film a bunch of compartmentalized NASA 20-something employees straight out of space camp getting giddy and high-fiving each other. And that is literally all it takes.
Again, you're showing images from conspiracy websites, not the actual images. Why are you doing that? Why are you trying to get people to say, oh yeah, that's not Mars? Okay, the top image is on Earth. The bottom image is what it might look like on Mars. You can tell that it's not Mars because the sky color, see that red sky? Mars does not have a red sky. It's more of a yellowy tinge. It's to show what it could look like. That's why they've got the rovers there. They're mock-up rovers with a mock-up astronaut. No person's ever been to Mars. I can feel my blood pressure just going through the roof right now. So I think we'll leave Eric in his smugness at 3 minutes of this video, of a 9-minute video. A third of the video, I think, is fair. Again, he shows nothing. He provides nothing but bullshit excuses again to try and push his narrative. Okay. Big screen. Now do you get it? Now do you know why I haven't done part 3? You gonna stop nagging? I don't like the way Eric sounds so smug in all of his videos. Like he's the only one that has this information. Like he's some great prophet. And in reality, he's just a dumbass who can't even educate himself on the most simplest of things. It pains me to watch his videos. I won't be doing another one of his for quite some time. Thank you all for watching. And as always, a special thank you to Purple Haze, Caustic, and Lisa for their ongoing support over on Patreon. If you want to join Patreon, cool. Props to you. If not, whatever. Just remember to leave this video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and share it with your friends, if you have any. Which I don't. And that's okay. Until next time, friends, don't be a dick. Like Eric. Fucking moron. Man, I hate that guy.